Hello, second grade Smarties, and welcome to iReady Math Lesson 22, video number 1. Today, you are going to be in your instruction book on pages 202 and 203. Let's go ahead and get started and talk about what we are going to be doing this week. So we are going to be understanding how to read and make line plots. What is a line plot? A line plot is a way to organize a set of measurements. So it's a way to organize, if I have multiple measurements, to compare which one do I have the most of, which one do I have the least of, which one do I have the same amount of. So we are going to use a line plot. So think of like graphs. Think of graphing. We talked about graphing in first grade last year. Graphing is a way to organize information in a visual way, in a way that you can see it. So let's look at the example that we are going to be working with on page 202. All right, so it says a line plot is a way to organize a set of measurements, like the length of young sea lions at an aquarium. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sea lions. So we are going to be organizing the lengths of these sea lions. So we have a sea lion that is 52 inches, a sea lion that is 49, 50, 52, 52, 48, and 49 inches. So the first thing that we need to think about is, what is the range that we see? What is the smallest length, the shortest length that we see, the longest length that we see, and the length that we see the most of? So it says you can use a number line to make a line plot. It says a number line is like a ruler or tape measure. The numbers have equal spaces between them. The numbers are in order and no numbers are skipped. All right, at the bottom it says circle the lengths of the shortest and longest sea lions on the ruler and on the number line. So it says circle the lengths of the shortest and longest. All right, so the shortest would be 48 inches. So let's circle 48, and we will circle 48. And the longest, let's look back at our sea lions. The longest length is going to be 52 inches. So our line plot is going to go from 48 to 52. Now remember, it's going to go in number order. All right, it says a line plot can help you show measurements. It's repeating that information because it wants you to get that stuck in your head. It's a way to show measurements. It says this line plot shows the lengths of sea lions. The number line starts at 48 because the shortest length is 48 inches. Why does the number line end at 52? So why does the number line end at 52, Smarties? Because 52 will be the longest length. So we will say 52 inches. Remember, use those titles, use those describing titles. 52 inches is it the shortest length, Smarties? It's the longest length, is the longest. And remember, if I'm having a hard time spelling the word length, I can look back at my sentences to see if I can find that spelling, is the longest length. All right, so now we have our line plot. So look at the line plot, Smarties. It does look similar to a ruler or a number line. So we are measuring the length, and the title tells us what our graph is about. So our graph is all about the sea lion's measurements. Okay, our number line shows the lengths that we are measuring. So we were measuring from 48 to 52. The X's are for each sea lion length, and the label tells what the numbers mean. So it's not 48 sea lions, it's 48 inches. So it says the line plot shows that 2 sea lions are 49 inches long. Okay. How many, which number has the most? Which number is shown the most on the line plot, Smarties? 52. 52 is the longest measurement, and it is the measurement that we see the most of. Which measurements do we see the least of, or none at all? 51 inches. Now remember, even though we didn't have any sea lions that were 51 inches, we still have to go in number order. So we still had to keep that 51, even though we didn't see any sea lions with that measurement. All right, let's look at number 1. It says, how is the number line on a line plot like a ruler? How is it different? All right, so how is the number line on a line plot like a ruler, and how is it different? So I want you to think about a ruler, Smarties. Think about a ruler. Let me find a ruler. Let me see. I know I have one around here. It's somewhere. But think about a ruler. Remember, when we use a ruler, it is how many inches long? A ruler is usually 12 inches long. Where does a ruler usually start at? It starts at 0. So those are ways that they are different. How are they similar? On the line plot, the numbers have to go in order. On a ruler, the numbers also go in order. So here's what I want you to do, Smarties. This is up to you. All right? I want you on your own to answer this question. How is a line plot like a ruler, and how is it different? Miss Mason just described how they are similar. Remember, they go in number order, but they are different because a ruler always starts at 0 inches, but a line plot starts at where the shortest measurement is. All right, Smarties, that is going to be it for your first video lesson with lesson 22 in learning how to read and make line plots. Remember, just like measuring, graphing, you have to be super specific. You have to pay attention to how to exactly measure and represent information. It's very picky and it's very precise. All right, Smarties, remember to keep that growth mindset. You are a great learner, and great learners do challenging things. All right, Smarties, I'll see you tomorrow with another lesson. Happy learning and happy graphing.